What if the real secret to a calmer, more powerful life in 2026 is not learning more, but caring less about the things that don't matter? Think about how your mind feels on a typical day. Notifications appear every few minutes. News headlines compete for your attention. Social media pulls you into endless comparison. Opinions from strangers begin shaping your mood before you even realize it. And slowly, your mind becomes crowded with things that have nothing to do with your actual life. Most people assume the solution is better time management or stronger motivation. But Stoic philosophy offers a different answer: selective ignorance. The ability to deliberately ignore what does not deserve your attention. Nearly 2,000 years ago, Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus understood something that modern technology constantly tries to make us forget. Your attention is limited. And whatever you give attention to will shape your thoughts, your emotions, and eventually your life. If your mind is constantly reacting to every headline, every argument online, every opinion about your choices, your focus disappears. But when you learn to ignore the noise and direct your attention intentionally, something powerful happens. Your thinking becomes clearer. Your emotions become steadier. Your actions become more purposeful. That is the art of selective ignorance. It is not about becoming careless or uninformed. It is about refusing to waste mental energy on things that have no real value in your life. And in a world where information is endless, this skill may be one of the most important forms of discipline you can develop in 2026. The first principle of selective ignorance is understanding that not everything deserves your reaction. Modern platforms are designed to provoke emotional responses. Outrage spreads faster than calm reasoning. Controversy attracts more attention than thoughtful discussion. When you react to every piece of information that appears on your screen, you are allowing external systems to control your emotional state. Stoicism teaches the opposite approach. Before reacting to something, ask yourself a simple question: does this actually affect my life or my responsibilities? If the answer is no, it may not deserve your attention at all. The second principle is recognizing the cost of constant information. Many people believe staying informed means consuming as much information as possible. But information without reflection becomes noise. When your mind is constantly jumping from one topic to another, your ability to think deeply disappears. Stoic philosophy values clarity over quantity. Instead of absorbing endless fragments of news and opinions, focus on ideas that genuinely improve your understanding and your character. The third principle is protecting your mental environment. Just as your physical environment influences your health, your mental environment influences your thinking. If you constantly expose yourself to negativity, conflict, and comparison, those patterns begin shaping your emotional habits. Stoics understood the importance of surrounding the mind with ideas that promote reason and discipline. That may mean limiting time spent on platforms designed purely for distraction. It may mean choosing books or conversations that encourage thoughtful reflection instead of emotional reaction. The fourth principle is refusing unnecessary comparison. Social media often creates the illusion that everyone else is living a more successful or exciting life. But Stoicism teaches that comparing your path to others rarely leads to peace. Your circumstances, opportunities, and goals are unique. The only comparison that truly matters is between who you were yesterday and who you are today. When you ignore unnecessary comparison, your focus returns to personal growth instead of external validation. The fifth principle is understanding that other people's opinions are not your responsibility. One of the most powerful Stoic lessons is recognizing that you cannot control how others judge you. Some people will misunderstand your decisions. Others may criticize choices they do not fully understand. Trying to manage every opinion is exhausting and impossible. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that his duty was simply to act with integrity and reason. The reactions of others were outside his control. When you accept this, criticism loses much of its emotional power. The sixth principle is simplifying your focus. Modern life constantly encourages multitasking and endless activity. But Stoicism encourages concentration. When you reduce distractions and focus on one meaningful task at a time, your effectiveness increases dramatically. Selective ignorance means ignoring unnecessary tasks and commitments that scatter your attention. Instead of doing many things poorly, you do a few important things exceptionally well. The seventh principle is resisting emotional manipulation. Online environments frequently reward emotional extremes. Content that provokes anger, fear, or outrage spreads rapidly because those emotions capture attention. But when you constantly consume emotionally charged information, your mind becomes reactive. Stoicism encourages maintaining emotional distance from events that do not directly involve your responsibilities. This does not mean ignoring real problems in the world. It means refusing to let distant events control your mental stability. The eighth principle is valuing silence and reflection. Many people fill every quiet moment with entertainment or information. But silence is where deep thinking happens. Stoic philosophers often spent time reflecting on their actions, their priorities, and their values. When you allow moments of silence in your day, your thoughts settle and your perspective becomes clearer. Selective ignorance creates space for this reflection by removing unnecessary noise. The ninth principle is choosing meaningful input. Instead of absorbing random information all day, choose sources that genuinely improve your understanding of life. Thoughtful books, meaningful conversations, and philosophical reflection strengthen your thinking far more than endless scrolling. When you choose your mental input carefully, your mind becomes more disciplined and focused. The 10th principle is remembering that your attention shapes your life. Whatever you repeatedly think about becomes the foundation of your decisions and habits. If your attention is constantly directed toward trivial drama, your life begins revolving around trivial concerns. But when your attention is directed toward growth, purpose, and meaningful action, your life gradually reflects those priorities. Selective ignorance is not about ignorance in the traditional sense. It is about protecting your mental resources so they can be invested where they truly matter. Over time, practicing these principles creates a powerful shift in your daily experience. Your mind becomes quieter because fewer things demand your reaction. Your focus becomes stronger because your attention is not scattered across dozens of distractions. Your emotional stability improves because external noise no longer determines your mood. Instead of living reactively, you begin living intentionally. And this shift may be one of the most valuable skills for navigating modern life. In a world where everyone competes for your attention, the ability to ignore what does not matter becomes a form of personal freedom. When you decide what deserves your focus, you regain control over your thinking and your time. Imagine entering 2026 with that mindset. Instead of being overwhelmed by constant information, you calmly filter what deserves attention. Instead of reacting to every opinion online, you remain focused on your own values and goals. Instead of feeling mentally exhausted by endless noise, you move through the day with clarity and purpose. That is the true art of selective ignorance. It is not about knowing less. It is about caring less about what does not improve your life. And when you master that skill, you create space for the things that truly matter: your character, your relationships, your work, and your peace of mind. If you want more Stoic insights that help you cut through modern distractions, strengthen your focus, and build a calm and disciplined mind, subscribe to this channel and continue learning how to master your attention the Stoic way.